They say the scariest things aren't what you can see, but what's hiding in the darkness. What if there's something following you, always lurking just out of sight? Tonight, we uncover the mystery of the shadow that follows. Before we dive into tonight's terrifying story, make sure to subscribe to Horror Snap for more spine-chilling tales. If you dare, hit that notification bell because the shadows are closer than you think. Meet Sarah. She never believed in the paranormal. To her, ghosts and ghouls were just stories. Until one night, everything changed. One night, while walking home, Sarah feels as if she is being followed. It started small, just a feeling. That sensation of being watched, the cold chill running down her spine. But Sarah always convinced herself it was nothing, until the shadow appeared. Sarah is sitting in her living room, scrolling through her phone. The lights flicker slightly. She frowns and looks around the dimly lit room. It was on an ordinary evening when the first real sign appeared. The flickering lights, they weren't just a malfunction. They were a warning. As Sarah looks up, she freezes. Behind her, barely visible, is a dark, human-like shadow standing in the corner of the room. It doesn't move. Her breathing quickens. Hello? Is this someone there? The shadow doesn't respond. It simply fades as the lights stabilize. At first, she thought it was just her imagination, a trick of the light. But deep down, she knew someone was there, watching. Days pass. Sarah begins seeing the shadow more frequently. It's in the corners of her home, reflected in windows, always staying just out of full view. She becomes more paranoid, constantly looking over her shoulder. One night, Sarah walks home from work. It's dark. The only sound is her footsteps on the pavement. Suddenly, she hears another set of footsteps, matching her pace. She turns around, nothing. But as she continues walking, the footsteps return, louder, faster. It was no longer confined to her home. The shadow was following her, closing in, feeding on her fear. Sarah breaks into a run, heart pounding in her chest. The footsteps behind her grow faster, more frantic. She stumbles into her house, slamming the door shut. Sarah's sitting in her room, wide-eyed and exhausted, the flickering lamp casting strange shadows on the walls. Her phone buzzes. It's a text from an unknown number. Look behind you. She freezes. Her hands tremble as she slowly turns around. The moment had finally come. No more tricks, no more hiding. The shadow wanted to be seen. Suddenly, all the lights go out and we hear a loud scream of Sarah, "No. Let me go." The next morning, we see Sarah's house. The door is open. Here's no sign of her. No one ever saw Sarah again. They say the shadow claimed her. But the real question is, who will it follow next? Be careful. You never know what's lurking in the shadows, waiting for you. If you want more nightmares brought to life, subscribe to Horror Snap. Because once you do, there's no escaping the darkness.